from Sparta. In today's episode, we will discuss super sweet summer trend. This summer we will see fruit pattern clothing, shoes, accessories, home accessories popping up all over the place. I think that this is really fun and flirty trend and I really love it. There is no specific fruit or veggie which is trending over the other. So we see pineapples, papayas, oranges, strawberries, watermelons. You can see lemons and pineapples, cute strawberries, and they are also in a form of house decorations and accessories. Wherever I go, I see them everywhere. Pineapple max, strawberry max, watermelon max, flower pads. I wasn't sure which fruit or veggie I would like to pick, and as you know me, I like to make my crafts very personal. And I came across those two pictures with a strawberry pattern on them, and then I was thinking that my husband and I would really love going strawberry picking. Every year we go and we make a day date from it and we have fun. And I was thinking that I really love strawberries. I love how they look, I love the color, I love every time I look at them I think about strawberry picking, and we're making our own jam, and we generally have super fun day dates every time we go strawberry picking. So that would be a fruit of my choice. Because I didn't make my final decision about strawberry outfit, I bought few different patches on Amazon, cherry and strawberries and oranges. I wasn't sure which one I'm gonna select. I also bought like crochet sweater on Amazon, which I'm gonna actually put a patches on. And this part of the project is very easy. In the beginning, I thought that maybe I'm gonna do mixed fruit. I'm gonna add the patch of each, but then I was thinking that I want to actually stick to one pattern and one fruit. And as I mentioned before, strawberries has special meaning for me. So it's pretty straightforward. You basically line up your patches on the sweater or the t-shirt. It doesn't have to be a sweater, and you're just gonna sew them on. The next part of the project requires at least basic sewing skills. I do have some basic sewing skills, very basic. So I was going through my folder and try to find something which will be super easy to make and will be also great addition to my sweater. And I found the pattern shorts with a top, which I thought it's fairly easy for the beginner level, and I decided to go ahead and make a shorts which gonna be strawberry print. I purchased the fabric in JOANS, and which was super fun looking. You will see a strawberry pattern. So if you have a basic sewing skills, you probably know that you need to trace the size you want to make. I don't like to cut my patterns to one size because maybe 1 year my size will change. So I keep original pattern, and then I am tracing the size which I am actually right now, right the moment when I am sewing specific item. And as you see me, I bought the transfer paper. I am doing size up, so I do not have to add extra for the stitches. Next step is obviously pretty straightforward. You need to cut out your pattern. You need to actually also transfer the markings which are on your original pattern. Cut it out everything, and we going to actually watch the direction. If you're gonna buy something which has a pattern on it, obviously that's the whole goal of this video. you have to look at the markings on your pattern. It will show you which direction and how to cut your fabric. So you have to pay attention to that, so you're not gonna end up with one side of your shorts with strawberries up and the other side of your shorts with strawberry down, or whichever pattern you're gonna choose to. So please pay attention. Every pattern has a markings, which way to place your form and cut your fabric, so you will keep the pattern same. I thought these shorts are pretty straightforward and easy, but as a matter of fact, the pocket part of the shorts was very, very confusing to me. It took me a while to figure it out how to sew those pockets on those shorts. And I had to read the pattern multiple times, and this pattern also wasn't really clear and easy to read. So I won't recommend this specific pattern to you because I was not pleased with this specific pattern. I found a YouTuber which was making pajama shorts, which are very, very similar to what I am doing here. There was no pockets in those pajamas, and her direction and her explanation was so easy and straightforward. Actually, thanks to her, I was able to figure it out what to do with this pattern. And I think the part which actually, as I mentioned before, which was the most confusing to me, it was only the part with the pockets. At some point I finally figured it out what to do with them. I watched few YouTube videos with something similar I chose, and I was able to go ahead and actually sew the pockets on. And once I had the pockets part done of the shorts, I think the rest of the pattern was and design was very easy and straightforward. But oh boy, it took me at least few hours just to get this pockets right. And again, this is lack of experience in sewing. I have just basic sewing skills, so I am learning every time I'm purchasing some kind of patterns. And this pattern I also purchased on Etsy. I had to print it out, put it together. So as I mentioned before, just connecting two pockets were very challenging to me. Once I actually was done with this step, everything else seems to go super fast. I also wanted to say I chose the black thread on purpose. I wanted to have some statement. And if you are beginner, and please don't choose a thread which is standing out a lot, because then you are obligated to make a very beautiful straight stitches. And if you do not have a skill, your design will look kind of sloppy. I had enough skill and practice. That's why I decided to choose very standoffish, very statement thread. I didn't want to go with red, I didn't want to go with white. I thought that the black would be beautiful addition and make these shorts more interesting. The part when you have to sew everything together, it's also very tricky, and the same girl, I'm gonna have to find her video, explained so easy. And she showed and demonstrating everything that it made actual sense to me. And you're gonna have to, I'm gonna attach the link to her video below, because she's gonna explain it better than I do, especially that I do not have experience. But you basically put two parts together, as you saw in previous clip, and sew them on, and the shorts come up like this. And you basically have to put some stitches on the bottom of the openings on your legs, and we're gonna have to also attach the waist. And another feedback about this pattern, and I might think that my printer might print something wrong, but I don't think so, because this is not the first time I am printing PDF sewing pattern. But even though I chose size small, they came out at the end super huge. So I was doing some trying in fitting in between, and they were huge. And because I didn't put the waist on, I still had some room to actually make them a little bit slower by stitching a little bit extra on the back of my shorts. But other than that, I have to say that even though I chose my size, they came out humongous. I think they came out in size large. So do as many fittings as you need to in the meantime, and so you make sure that actually the piece of clothing you're making will fit you. I wanted to add some interesting detail to my shorts. I chose, as my twist, to add tiny trim of pom-poms. So I clipped the pom-pom trim first to the shorts before I actually sew my waist on. And then I sew it on so it's gonna stay in place. And once the pom-pom trim was secured and it was part of my shorts, then I actually attached my waist. And I decided to have a little bit wider waist with a wider elastic band. And just don't forget to leave the opening for your elastic band before you're gonna close your waist, because otherwise you're gonna have to cut out something and it's gonna cost you extra work. So that's how the shorts came out, and that's before I actually put elastic band in them and before I actually finish the openings for my legs. I also attached the bow to the front of the shorts, because I thought that even though I have the pom-poms there, they still look too plain to me and not very interesting. And I think it was beautiful outfit. It came out awesome. So I'm gonna say shorts came out awesome. And hey, if you have expensive tastes like me and you want to keep your bank account happy as well, this is a place for you. See you next week.